Now this is a little video about Thomas Luciano's Gpz750 Turbo. This is a most unique and most rare bike, and it's in exceptional shape. It's not 1000% stock like some people would keep a bike like this. He has a different seat, and I just look at this from every angle I can look at it. I love the styling. It's so typical of that era, and of course I have two Ninjas, so I know what that era looks like. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, wow, look at the quality, the polish on the aluminum. That's a unique part to the turbo bikes that's made out of aluminum. There's so many parts of the bike that are unique to this bike. And every one of the boost gauge, of course, something that would only be unique if you have a turbo, but everything on it, just the way it should be. It's original, it's clean, it's whistle clean. And there's some exceptional things on this. And I think one of them is the polish. The original paint has been polished to absolutely beautiful. The badging, I know how hard it is to find a badge that in that condition for a bike this old. The paintwork, and Thomas has helped me in the past when I've done graphics, the word Kawasaki. He's used his computer skills combined with John Pothier, and they made me the masks to do some of the Ninja products that I've done, the restorations, especially the one on a black and gold bike. That worked out to perfection. But every part of this bike is so unique. Wherever we've ever gone together with this bike, it draws a crowd. You always have people around that are asking questions, asking, how did you do that? How did you do this? And when you look at it, the thing is, you look at it in a picture like this, you don't really see the detail. The detail is unbelievable on it. The quality of the restoration, the parts that are restored, and the quality of the parts that are unmolested. It's in a unique combination. And today we got to view it. We got to go for a ride with Vlad with his Buell. We had a ride, we had a show, we went to Bikes and Breakfast. This is a day worth remembering. I hope truly you'll enjoy sharing it with us. So Thomas Luciano, famous, world famous rider with the world's cleanest turbo. Turbo Steve will be jealous today. It still looks whistle clean, wow, since the last time I saw it. Oh, that looks really good. Now, what year is this?
84.
84. Now, mine is an 82, you know, my GS.
Yep.
It's from that same era of bike, though. They got the same calipers and everything. Well, I guess all the manufacturers used them back then.
Yep.
Wow. It still looks really good, though, believe me. Vlad is going to be available today. We're going to go for a ride.
Oh, yeah?
You go out to Picatinny Arsenal if you want to go out there.
We'll do that. We'll see.
And I can get you back to, what do you come up, the Parkway?
Well, I would, if I was at Picatinny, I'd just jump on 287.
Yeah, we're going to pass 287 on the way back.
Yep.
But we'll go up all the back roads. It should be real nice.
Yeah.
Really nice, in fact. Shoot, it's a perfect day today.
Yeah.
How much work did you ever have to do? You never had the engine apart,
Nope.
did you?
It's only
And how many miles you got on it?
8,200.
82. Holy mackerel. Boy, that is whistle clean. Oh. You know, Luciano did that triple. He took 3 bikes and made one, but his is an 86.
Yeah.
Ah, that's beauty. I love the styling of the old bikes. I just do. It's just me. I'm just cranky.
I'd like to have an H2 parked next to it, just to have both of the
Oh,
turbo and supercharged bike. But I have to hit the lottery to do that.
Yeah, some guy did, and I don't think he bought bikes. He just moved to Hollywood or something. Boy, that looks nice. Beautiful. Did you have breakfast yet?
No.
Okay.
Figure we have it there.
Yeah, we'll go have breakfast for sure. That is beautiful, boy. I am really impressed. Now, you know, it's easy to be impressed when you know a guy's a modeler. Anybody that's a modeler has to have this skill set. You can't not have it, or you're just, you know, going nowhere. Boy, that is nice. You know, at Rutt's Hut, I didn't really get a chance to really look at all the little details. All the little screws and everything.
Yeah, everything's...
Of course, it's dark there. Yeah, everything's clean. Got all the right stickers on it and everything. Now this has an anti-dive like my 750 does. Does it work worth anything? I don't think mine works.
What I've read, it's, you know,
it's an advertising gimmick.
And I didn't check the air pressure this morning in the shocks because they leak a little bit, you know.
You need to pump them up? You pump them up before we go.
It's a little involved, and you got to have a real low pressure gauge and stuff.
Yeah, I got one. That's no problem.
I don't want to mess with it. Oh, get that P21 wash to wash the bike, and I never got it. It never was dirty as it was.
No, I never put water on a bike, ever.
And you spray this stuff on, and it took all the little paint, you know, the little...
Yeah, well, that stuff's okay if you have like a Harley where it's all chrome maybe. But these are delicate, the plastic
like, see,
and everything.
it stayed here because I didn't spray it there. I learned from this side.
Yeah.
You know, so now that's what I got to replace.
Well,
that would have been what you guys used to use on the planes before, you know, you could make decals and stuff. Lecter sets?
Lecture sets, yeah.
Sets. I think that's what these are.
Maybe they are. But you could get that reproduction, I'm sure, in vinyl.
Well, I do have a sticker, and I want to see if I can now print it and paint them back on.
Now, you never had any problem with the turbo at all?
No.
I see the boost gauge. That's really cool. And boy, Turbo Steve, he loves the turbos he has. You know, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he should be there today anyway. Maybe he'll even, you know, you can park right next to him. You can blow the turbos at each other, blow the dust off his bike. Yeah, that looks clean. I love a clean motorcycle. A clean motorcycle and a clean fish pond, and I'm good to go. All right, let's head out. We'll ultimately wind up at, you know where the Picatinny Arsenal is, but we're going to go all back roads.
Yeah.
All back roads.
Yeah.
So from my house, we headed out to Bikes and Breakfast, and we didn't know who was going to show up, who was going to join us for the ride, but that's that way every weekend. Thomas Luciano's beautiful turbo. This is really a showroom quality bike if you look at it real close, and 100% original, never been apart. This is a unbelievable bike. So after Bikes and Breakfast, we set the turbo to maximum boost and headed out for about a roughly one hour ride up to the Picatinny Arsenal. So this is the famous Picatinny Arsenal. We had a beautiful ride up here. We had a law enforcement following. How long was that cop behind you? A while?
No, about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Yeah, I saw him too. But
right onto one of those roads, and then we made a left.
Yeah.
He went to right.
There was a guy with a Ninja following us, and then he turned off, a green Ninja. Yeah.
There's another guy.
See him.
Yeah, he was right behind you. And then there was another guy on a bike, but...
But what a beautiful day today. Oh my God,
really
beautiful.
Ride in the shade like that.
So my congratulations go out to Thomas Luciano for an absolutely beautiful, beautiful bike. He has owned it since new. Until you see this in real life and you take a white glove and you try to find some grease or dirt on a motor or underneath the exhaust pipes or anything, or just to see how original it is, and I know some people value how original it is, and every bolt is just the way it should be. And Thomas mentioned something very funny about the mirrors on the bike. He was not happy with them, but he was going to live with the fact that he couldn't see out of the mirrors because he wanted to keep it original. See, that's where I draw the line. I want mirrors that I can see where the hell I'm going. Anyway, we had a wonderful ride. The weather was perfect. The turbo boosted our ego, or whatever turbos do that makes the ride special. Thomas has done pretty much the same thing I've done to the 9 bikes in my collection. He's personalized it. Tried to keep it so that from 10 feet away, you know exactly what it is, but detailed it out like, look at the polish on that aluminum and on the badging. But he's made it his own. He's got his own personal seat on there. I know he had a personal reason for changing his seat, and I love the badging on this bike. So nice. Some of Luciano's bikes that have a GPZ, this badge is usually something that you really have to replace. It usually gets pretty well scuffed up. This one looks brand new. Every part of the bike that isn't totally polished or cleaned is totally original, and the custom seat I think just adds a nice little touch. And the only thing I would change the mirrors, but that's me. The graphics on the bike are immaculate. There's no scratching on them. There's no little dents or little places where they're peeling up or anything. Every part of the bike, and I've judged bike shows and I've judged model airplane concourse awards. This bike, in every way that I can measure it or judge it or look at it, is absolutely a top level, beautiful bike. Now, if you're new to our channel, we have a very eclectic channel. One of the new features we have now is some of the videos are grouped into groups that you can access all the videos for one category in one mouse click. And it should be very convenient and very handy. Just check out the feature on the main screen playlist. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support, and it makes this channel possible with all the things we do, the painting, the wheels, the polishing. And please take a second or two and hit the like button. And thanks everyone for watching.